Hello, welcome. Happy New Year from here. This is my first time creating video content regarding WordPress. Yes, I'm here to talk about WordPress, but you're seeing Lovable on my screen, and so you'll be trying to connect. How does this match? Right? Let me just go straight to the example, and then I would explain my thoughts about AI and WordPress. But let's go straight to the example. So this is a case study here, if I'll call it case study. I I did something for an organization, WooCommerce, to pay to rather power ticket purchases. So with WooCommerce and FooEvents, if you know about FooEvents, FooEvents, if you know about FooEvents, it's the ticket plugin that you can use with WooCommerce. So I actually did that, and then with addition of product options by Barn2, I actually did a system where you can book a ticket and also have custom add-ons to the ticket. Like if you want a t-shirt, if you want a cap, whichever it is, you are able to do that clearly. And now I want to show you something. This is Lovable. I did a simple solution. This was a concern. Going through for executives, going through the WooCommerce dashboard to see sales analytics and all that is very hectic for them. So what did I do? It's simple. I vibe coded a WooCommerce analytics, and I was able to pick even custom metas from product options and even another plugin called, I think, is custom checkout, where you have custom details. I was able to also pick those details as well. And what did I do? I made a dashboard that would be easy. Instead of going to the WooCommerce dashboard, they will just come to this dashboard and see the data that they need. And in fact, I had to use some terms for where you have product. In fact, let me give you a demo. This is a demo. This tool actually works, mind you. If you have the URL of this site, wooanalytics.lovable.app, if you put your consumer key, your consumer secret key, your store URL, and you connect and access dashboard, you'll be surprised. It's going to pick, but it's going to pick your data, yes. But I would have to explain something to you on how that will work. But I did it specifically for this organization, so you can actually edit with Lovable and then give it some prompt. It will then ensure that it picks your data from your site. So this is what it does. You see overall sales, you can see total orders and all that. You can see ticket sales, early bird, standard ticket, late ticket. These are actually products. But what did I do? I renamed the product, the specific product, because there are three products. One represent for early bird, other represent for standard, other represent for late. I just renamed them, told Lovable to do that. And there's t-shirt orders, which is the additional, and this is from Barn2 product options. That's it. So it's interesting that AI can pick up this. I'll tell you how I did that when I'm done giving you an overview. So here you see we also did country breakdown. We also did gender breakdown. These are custom meta fields actually. And you can see it's a ministry. So you can see church division breakdown. You can see local church breakdown. These are demo data. They are in no way, nowhere connected to the actual organization or ministry. Not at all. And here you have the orders, recent orders. And here you have top product, which is the early bird, the standard, and the late registration. And this actually serves the organization. And this is not about building a solution for the mass market, but building a solution for an organization to use. This is very, very important. Yes, this took me some credit because I'm a paid user, and I think if I'm to calculate this, it took about $25 to do this. And the reason why it took that, it could have been way more expensive, but there is something people get wrong. And that is the area of understanding prompting and understanding the solution you are trying to build. If I wasn't a WordPress expert, I would not have done this in less than a day. Mm-mm. I did it in less than a day, in some few hours. If I wasn't a WordPress expert, I would not have. But my WordPress expertise, and mind you, I am not a developer. I am not a developer, but I was able to do this because of my experience with WordPress. And it's simple. AI is getting smart, and because I know the documentation to an extent of even product options, I was able to let AI know how they can pick out this data from product options. Also, because I understand the WordPress uh, way of writing URLs and metadata, I was able to tell it to pick up these custom fields, like gender is a custom field, church division is a custom field, local church is a custom field. I did all this with AI. And right now, this actually serves the organization. So, what am I trying to point here? It's simple. If you build website with WordPress, you need to see how to integrate Lovable into the process. The reason is it's going to increase the value you give to clients. Imagine building an online store and you give them a custom dashboard. I'll tell you something that used to happen before now. You know, WooCommerce usually has what? An app for iOS and Android so that we can on the go manage data and all that. But with Lovable, you can build your own custom just for that business or just for you. It's going to take about 2,500. And if you're going to pay a professional vibe coder, maybe someone like me, if I'm open for the market, you could pay, let's even say, between 500 to 1,000, at least for the basics. And you would get what you want, what you need. It's not about being perfect, but about satisfying your need. Yes. If you want to scale that, maybe to accommodate other platforms, then you may even want to employ the hands of a professional developer to properly fine tune what AI has done. So I'm giving this example so we understand that AI won't displace WordPress. It will make it more powerful. So my advice for you, if you're in the WordPress ecosystem, if you're a non-developer, as much as possible, try to master a platform like Lovable. You may ask me why I chose Lovable. The reason I chose Lovable is because it's extensive enough. That's the reason. Lovable makes me feel like I'm in WordPress. It's more like open source. I'll clearly say that. It's more like open source. What do I mean? Lovable allows you to do what you need to do, connect to GitHub, connect to Vexel, connect to Superbase, or just you can just connect to any other platform. And by default, it works well it works well with GitHub, it works well with Vexel, it works well with um, Superbase. So at the end of the day, I know that I have control of my data. If I push it to Vexel, no matter what Lovable does in the future, if they're ever going to do that, I know I own and control my solution. And that's one thing that makes me really fall in love with Lovable, because I'm coming from a WordPress ecosystem where it's all about ownership, about control. Lovable gives that as well. So if you can really put more effort as a WordPress developer, even a no-code developer, understand how the WordPress API works, the WooCommerce API works. If you want to even go further, you could understand how some plugins work. Like for example, in this solution, I use product options by Barn2. I used FooEvents itself. I used custom checkout field, and I used some others, which made it really, really good. And so in this era, if you want to thrive, even in the WordPress ecosystem, please, as much as possible, try to ensure that you understand some vibe coding to like Lovable. Very, very important. I don't know. I've said a lot. I don't know if this has been valuable, and I don't know if it's something that I would want to really be doing, which is seeing bringing out possibilities of WordPress and Lovable. There are a lot of ideas in my head I could share that the whole WordPress community could enjoy. Right now, this is the app. Go to this URL, tap on Edit with Lovable, remix it, and just see how it can fit to your own specific platform. And you'll be surprised how, in fact, you'll be amazed how it is. So I hope this was beneficial. This is my first year or first time in this year creating content relating to WordPress. So I have officially resumed, and I think I will be doing more video content this year. And by the way, before I forget, let me show you something. I was surprised that I'm a level 4 user. in Lovable. So that means I've been doing a lot of vibe coding. And I must tell you, I've done a lot of vibe coding because I was building my personal solutions. Like I have a work OS right now, which is I use it to manage my business operations. And I would explain that in another video how I was able to do that and keep it minimal. In fact, it's free. I use it for free. And how do I manage that? I connected it with Google Drive as my database, but that will be explained later. If you really want to know, just let me know in the comment section and I will do something about that. But yeah, I'm a level 4 user, so if I keep on vibe coding I could get to the last level. Perhaps you can hire me to help you build some tools, maybe connect to your existing WordPress site, or just vibe code something for you, and I can increase my level, and then I can be a level 5 user. But anyways, I hope I've been able to give you value. Give me a feedback if this video is even too long. Perhaps I'll try to shorten the videos, but if it's okay, I think I'll be doing more similar content but with more inputs. Yes. And that's it. That's it. Thank you very much for staying till this point. Until the next video should be in a couple of days. But for now, keep vibing.